What's goody, guys, and welcome back to my eBay Reselling Millionaire Starts From Scratch series. If you have not seen the first episode, I urge you to check it out. If you are new to this series, I created a brand new eBay store. I had 0 items, 0 products. I had absolutely nothing, and I'm going to take that nothing. I'm going to go to Goodwills and garage sales and flea markets, and I'm going to turn this eBay business that started with nothing into a $1 million business. We have a lot of things that we need to get done today. Also, we did make our first sale. We're going to go over everything, the entire process later on in this video. But for now, let's go to Goodwill and let's see if we can find some things to resell.
What is the game plan? Come home with a pocket full of cash.
First thing we found in the Goodwill is an Alex Beard Impossible puzzle. 504 pieces. I don't normally pick up puzzles, but what stood out to me was the fact that it was brand new and it was sealed, and it seems like these things can resell for some decent money. As soon as I saw this brand, I knew I had to pick this up. Braun is a very big and popular brand, and a lot of their things are very expensive. You can find some of their things in Walmart. These are razor cartridges. It is a 4-pack, is a little heavy. It's going to ship priority, but that doesn't matter because I think I saw them going for about $30 on eBay. If you've seen my older videos before I started this series, I actually picked up these Dimensions little crochet knitting kits. The reason I never picked this one up was because it was $12.49. But because it is red tags half off, it is now $6.49 for that, so I picked it up. Michael Kors button downs aren't really what they used to be in terms of their resale value, but I found so many of these brand new in my Goodwill today. You're gonna see more down the road in the future as we go on with the video, but this one was a really nice short sleeve one. Here's another really nice short sleeve one. I'm thinking they were $10 each. I'm gonna list them up for $30 each, and not only that, I'm actually gonna lot them up together. So these two that I picked up, I'm going to purchase them for $20 and I'm going to resell them for $60, and there is going to be another Michael Kors one down the road in the video. I'm actually going to lot that one up with these two as well. I've never actually seen anything like this before. It is a Boston Red Sox red jacket men's button down. The only thing close to this that I could find on eBay was going for between $25 and $30, and I think my eBay wanted $9 for it, so there is potential profit to be made there. Here is the third Michael Kors button down, again brand new, $10. Now the thing with all 3 of these that I found is that they are all the exact same size. So I have 2 short sleeve ones and I have 1 long sleeve one. So I'm going to turn this $30 purchase into $90 when I lot all 3 of them up together. This one was a really epic find. This is an extra large Patagonia polo just sitting with the men's button downs. Now it was stained. There was a good amount of stains on this shirt. You can see right there, especially on the bottom right here. But later on in the video, I show you exactly how I take stains off, and I just washed that Patagonia and the stain is in fact gone. After a little bit more looking, I did find a brand new Perry Ellis long sleeve button down. I don't know why I never was checking the long sleeves. If you are starting to go to Goodwills yourself, always check out the long sleeve button downs because I've been finding some really good ones, man. This is going to turn a great profit. And finally, the last few finds of the day were nothing short of spectacular. I found these long sleeve untucked polos. Not only was there one, but there was 2 of them, and they were the exact same size. I believe they were larges. You can see there was these white streaks. I had no idea what these white streaks were, but I felt like I could take them off, so I picked up both of these untuckeds, and individually I saw them going for about $25. So if I lot them up together, that is a $50 come up right there just on these 2 shirts. And we are back home. I don't have girlfriend recording me today. She is at work, but we can manage. We can do this by ourselves, man. We are big baller business owners.
That's a real boss.
There is something that I do want to mention though. I did end up going to Ross with my girlfriend last Tuesday. We were going to Wendy's, wanted to get the grilled Asiago Ranch Club, and we just stopped by Ross because we do love shopping there. I did find a few things to resell, and I'm going to be totally transparent with every single thing that I buy, even if I don't record myself buying it. So, first thing is going to be this Disney AirTag holder. It was $3.99, and I'm probably going to sell for about $12.99, maybe $13.99. Not a huge profit here, but it's some money. And also this Ralph Lauren. I actually still even have the tag on it. I still have to put it on Excel. You can see I bought it for, I believe, $23.99 that is. It is brand new, and the MSRP right here, we can go ahead and look at it. MSRP is about $110 on this. So I had to pick this up. Bought it for $23, probably gonna resell it for about $60. And now for the things that we did find at Goodwill. We found this. It is a Dimensions, I believe by Gold something, right? Oh no, this one's just Dimensions needlepoint. It's a little different than I found these previously. They wanted $12.98 for this. Half off, we got it for $6.49. And these things can go upwards up to about $80 to $100 depending on what the design is. I don't even know what these things are, but I know the brand. Braun is a very popular brand. You see them at Walmart. It's for shaving, and it's some type of cartridge, I guess for some razors. Guess you could see that like that. I can't even see. There you go. It's some type of cartridge thing. I tried opening it to see if it was used because you can hear it kind of moving around in there, but it is sealed. When you look at it like this, sealed on top, sealed like this. So this is brand new. This is actually the first time I've heard of Alex Beard. It's an impossible puzzle, and normally I don't pick up puzzles because most of the time they're not worth anything. But now I know that brands matter when it comes to puzzles, and Alex Beard, he resells for some good money. Moving on to the button downs, found myself a Perry Ellis. This one was, again, brand new. Love finding brand new things at Goodwill. I just believe they sell better, and you don't have to worry about sweat marks anywhere. A lot of times you don't have to worry about stains, but you always should look out for them. There were a couple Michael Kors button downs in the Goodwill that were brand new, that were actually stained up here, and I recommend you check every single thing on these button downs, from the cuffs, man, to the bottom of the shirt. Make sure that every single thing with the shirt that you're buying is good, because customers don't want to buy stained up, ripped clothing. This one's definitely going to be a little bit more challenging because there's 3 of them, but all 3 of these button downs are Michael Kors. They are all XL, so they're the same size. 2 of them, actually, yeah, 2 of them are short sleeve button downs, and then 1 of them right here in the middle is a long sleeve. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lot them up together. Now what that means is when someone says I'm going to lot something up, it means you're going to sell more than one of the item in a specific listing. So if I was to just sell this one, I wouldn't call this a lot of one. This is just a regular listing. Now if I wanted to include these 3 with it, oh, just dropped one. If I wanted to include these 3, now it's a lot of 3, and you can make more money lotting things up because you'll pay less money in shipping and less money in fees because you won't have to pay them separately. So now going through them, we just got a regular plaid Michael Kors button down, very nice, very soft, brand new with tags. Had to pick it up, man. Oh, and all of these, every single button down was $10 each. So I paid about, well, $9.98. So I paid about $30 for all of the button downs. Here's the long sleeve one, another very nice plaid one, man, very soft. All of them are clean, all of them look good. And then this one, I think this one's gonna help it sell because of the design on it. $9.98, $30 for the 3 of them. I'm gonna go ahead and try to list them all up together for about $90, meaning that I bought it for $10 each shirt. I'm gonna try to get at least $30 for each of the button downs. And I believe because I do have 3, and I believe that because they're nice designs, they're new, they're clean, I think that they will sell for $90. And then finally, the last thing that we found was this Boston Red Sox red jacket button down. Very clean, nice button down. You can see, again, brand new. Love finding brand new stuff because they just resell for more money. I believe this was about $8.98, but I saw these things going online for about 25 to 30. So I mean, why not? It's relatively clean. There is one little tiny stain right there. I could just leave that be for the customers, for them to get it. Maybe they wash it, it goes away. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the stain off, and I'll show you exactly what I use to take stains off right now. There it is. I use OxiClean Max Force. I used to just use the regular OxiClean, but why would I just use the regular one when this one can take almost any stain off? And I totally mean it. Like, this thing works. I know a lot of people like to use Awesome and then some other few things. I just use this and a toothbrush. And I did get a question on this. What happens if it's a stain on a new shirt? I try not to use this. I try to just use water and a toothbrush, but if the stain is just not coming off, I will spray a little bit of this. I'm not gonna like
I'm not gonna do that. I'll spray a little bit on the stain, scrub it with a toothbrush, and then scrub it again with water until all of the OxiClean residue is off of the shirt. And then finally, the last couple of things that we found are these Untuck It long sleeve polos. They look really nice, very clean. Other than this one, I'm taking a chance on the red one. I don't know if the GoPro could pick it up. I don't even know if this camera will pick it up. Hopefully, can you guys see anything there? There's like these white streaks. Right now, I did the lick test. If you don't know what the lick test is, it's when you do this and then you start rubbing the shirt to see if the stain will actually come off. And I think it's just like maybe some sweat marks or something. I have no idea what they are, but it was coming off with the lick test, so I'm thinking a little bit of OxiClean on it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Spray on the OxiClean and then just throw it in the washer for a stain like this that I think would come off easily. That's what I do. And the OxiClean does not stain your shirts or anything like that. It's meant to actually take your stains off. The last thing, we found a Patagonia. I don't find these too often, but Patagonia is like the S tier standard for reselling, dude. These things sell so fast. People love the brand, and it has a really cool logo. If I could find it. Hold on now. Where's the logo? There it is. You see that fish right there? Man, that's some fish action right there. It's got the colors of the Patagonia and everything. Now, it does have stains, but again, like, bro, it's easy. It's literally easy money. You spray it on, it does the work for you, and if it's a hard stain, you just scrub it. That's it. So that is everything that we found at the Goodwill. I already have everything listed on my Excel spreadsheet, so the next thing to do would be to wash all of that clothing, take the stains off, wash the clothing, let it dry. I don't put it in a dryer. I always let it air dry. Do all of that. While that's happening, I can always, real quick take pictures of all of this stuff, get those listed up very easily. But we did have a sale, so let's go ahead and talk about that. There it is, the Fujifilm little color print cartridges thing that we found. This actually sold for about $25. Now, how would you ship this? What would be the cheapest and most efficient way to ship something like this? Well, first, you're going to need the product. Then you're going to need a poly mailer. I like to use these little ones, man. Very cheap, very easy. You can actually buy these on eBay and it gets shipped straight to your door. So you got this, you got that, and finally some bubble wrap. Bubble wrap, I just use it because it keeps everything safe. Even though this probably wouldn't break in shipping because it's in its own plastic little things, I like to be safe. So after you roll up the product in the bubble wrap, you're gonna have this little flap. You don't want that. We're professional here. So my best thing, what I like to use is Scotch Magic Tape. Yes, sir. We just take a little bit off like that. You see this right here? You see this, guys? It's easy peasy. You go ahead and do that. Now look at that. That looks a lot better. Now I'm not going to fold these over, right? Because I want it to go in the poly mailer and I want it to look nice. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna stick it in there. And there you go. You see how it creates this nice little area here that we can put the label on? If I was to fold all of those in, we would probably only have about this much space to put the label. We don't want that, right? And it fits perfectly. So we just go ahead and fold this over just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. And there you go. That is how you ship something cheap and easy. Now, if you want to know the weight of the item for shipping, we're going to put it on the scale, and the scale says it is 4 ounces. And just like that, we shipped out a product. So when we go over to the shipping screen, you can see right there's the weight. We put 4 ounces. The dimensions, they don't matter. It doesn't really change the price. And down here, you can see that we have selected USPS first class shipping. Now, this product is shipping to California, so the total is going to be a little bit higher because I'm all the way in Florida. But for the shipping, it's going to cost us $3.86. So now that I have the item sold and shipped, let's go ahead and go through all of the fees so we can see how much profit we actually made. So I listed it up for $24.99. The customer paid a $2.37 sales tax, so the customer paid $27.36. Now from that, they took that 27, multiplied it by 12.9% because that's eBay's fee right there. So I paid $3.53 in fees. And then on top of that, there is a final value fee. This is when your item sells. eBay takes another fee, right, for themselves. That is going to be another 30 cents. So the total fees, this is without shipping, the total fees we paid was $3.83 on a $25 sale. So now taking off all of the fees, taking off the shipping, we can see that we made $13.32 on our $3.98 purchase. And I also want to show this before I forget in case there's any questions. The total cost for all of the products that I've bought so far is
$138.10. So while yes, we did make $13 on that Fujifilm thing, we are still a net negative. We are not pulling a profit yet. And don't worry about the Cell 37. That's just the last thing that I added, and I want to keep track of that.
So there we go. We found some great things this week to resell. We did make a sale with the Fujifilm, made $13 on it. We're still not pulling a profit, but we are finding a lot of items for me to list. And I'm sure as the videos progress, the more we get into this series, we're going to be making a lot more sales, because generally, I mean, the easiest way to put this is the more products that you have, naturally the more sales you are going to make. And I'm thinking we're going to be pulling a profit very soon because we're finding some fantastic items. So hopefully this video answered all of the questions from the first video. If you have any other questions, please leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys.